Hi guys, and happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, February 6th, and we're on day 2, 4, 6, 8, day 10 of our mini catalog tour. So today I'm going to show you one of the sets I was really excited about when I attended On Stage at Home last November. This is from $1 Million Sales Achiever Sam Hammond from over in, I believe she's in the UK. And she demonstrated this. And I was so excited because it's just a wonderful set to either accent with another stamp set or to do your backgrounds, you know, on your own. And so many wonderful great sayings. So anyway, so it's on page 56. It's a standalone set and it's called Sentimental Swirls. So fabulous. 27 pieces. It's a builder set. So not only do you have the two-step stamping, the shadow builders, but you have these words and you have these little items you can put in that will add to it. It's fabulous. All right, and it's photopolymer, so we're going to be needing our piercing mat. So let me get out my piercing mat. And as you can see, I've changed my background page, but I haven't changed this one. I probably should because we were having some problems with that yesterday, so I'm going to do it upside down, so if I stamp off, it'll stamp off on that side. Yes, I just finished making 50 different birthday cards. Here, let me bring it over to you. For my sister who turns 50 this upcoming week. So they're mostly different styles. There are a few repeats, but yes, we're just getting ready to take that to her in Iowa for her celebration. So Melissa, if you're watching, you didn't see any of those. So anyway, so I'm going to use this set, and then I'm going to use some lighter colors today. Balmy Blue, Pale Papaya, Flirty Flamingo, and Highland Heather. Okay, and I have a piece of basic cardstock, basic white cardstock. I scored this one at 4 1/4 by 11, and then scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of Highland Heather that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is going to be my layer piece, which is, again, basic white. And that's 5 by 3 3/4. Now, if you want to run this through the embossing machine, either of these layers you can. I'm not going to today. Even though I think that Time Worn, ooh, maybe I will do that real quick. Because that Time Worn, I haven't used it enough. Sorry, let me get it out of here. Parisian. Wait, do we have still the Parisian? I don't remember. That Time Worn. Look at that. You know, another one that would be fun would be that painted texture. Yeah, I'm going to use the painted texture, I think, instead of the Time Worn. Maybe I'll do both. You can't do both. One will smash the other one. All right, so I'm going to do the Time Worn. I'm going to stick with my original. So then you're going to bring out your stamping cut and emboss machine. You need the big one on this because it's a bigger die. So look at your plate one to see what you need, because this is a 3D. So look at your plate and what you need for 3D. With 3D embossers, you use this plate with just your number 4, just your gray. Now this comes with the original, so don't worry that you don't have it. If you bought the stamp cut emboss machine, you have it. All right, so let's go ahead, run that through. So here's my one. Here's my embossing folder. And here is my folder and my gray. All right, so let's look at that. Look how, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see like there's letters, words. It's just a nice little texture. And you know what? As long as I have it out, guess what I'm going to do? Just because I can. This is also, painted texture is also a 3D. You can tell just by how thick it is. It's not a thin one. So let's just go ahead, since I already have this out, let's put that through here and go back through the other way. always make sure you put the embossing folder, especially the 3Ds, with the spine going through first so you don't crack it. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. So we're going to be using, of course, either dimensionals or our tear and tape since we've embossed. Because if you try running your Simply, oh my gosh, sorry. I can't even think right now. I'm thinking so far ahead. So if you're using your Stamp and Seal, not your Simply Seal, your Stamp and Seal, it's going to probably get caught on that and rip it up. So you do have to use either your white glue, which will soak into those crevices, or you'll want to use Stampin' Dimensionals or your tear and tape. All right, back to this now. So now I have my 2 layers all prettied up. I'm going to take this, and the swirl is everything. I mean, oh my gosh, the swirl is everything. Now it's a big photopolymer, so you can manipulate it a little if you want different swirl functions, but the best way to do it is to lay it down so it spreads out naturally. And then let me get out. You do need one of your bigger ones. So let's see if this one's big enough. And it's this one. I'm not going to worry if it's on crooked or straight because it's so curvy that you're really not going to line it up too much. Okay, I probably just went down and showed you all my grays. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to do this with the... maybe I'm going to get the soft stuff. I'm going to go over here. Get soft succulent too. I think I want to do that in the soft succulent. And with photopolymer, I usually go stamp pad 2 stamp. That way you're less likely to get edges. And also, then when you're pushing down, you're not moving the stamp. So let me just go ahead like that. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Might be a little darker than I want, but that's all right. Probably should have used mint macaron, but it's all good. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead. Yes, I'm rinsing it off, cleaning it off right away. Can you believe that? What has happened? It's a Groundhog's Day. Oh, that was a couple days ago. Anyway, let me go ahead and close that up. So now I am going to do the bird, because I love this little bird. Let me grab out a bunch of my smaller little blocks from my little piece here. The worst part about this is that I have discovered I need more blocks because I don't have to change them back and forth so much then. But, you know, stamper's problems. Is that really a problem? No, not at all. All right. Oh, and I got a little bit of a... Oh, good. It wasn't a mark. It was a... Now on this, since it's a small area, I am just going to go straight to that. And I'm going to... Sorry if I get my head in here. Put them right on. And I moved the branch a little bit. But you know what? Great place to put like a little rhinestone or something. So let me go... I should get my smaller chamois out. But we'll go ahead and do that. Put him back. And now for flowers. I'm going to use these smaller flowers just because it's easy to get them fit in really good. But I'm also going to show you what happens with our bigger flowers. So I'm going to stamp them the solid and it's just, where do I want to put them? I'm going to put one on the edge of that. I'm going to put one on here. I'm going to put one there. Oops, got a little bit of an edge. And these don't always have to be right there on the edge of these. They can go anywhere. But I'm just trying to get my 3s in my little triangle mode. All right. Gotta make sure those are closed. luckily, I'm so thankful I have reinkers, because I was doing a project for one of the cards for my sister, and I know for how many hours I actually had, cherry cobbler, was it? I think it was cherry cobbler. Had cherry cobbler open for a couple hours, forgot to close it. And even though it was still coming through okay, a little couple dots of rankers and it's back to normal. All right, so let me go over here. This one I think I will stamp off once, so it's just a really light edge. Because they're photopolymer, oh, I guess I don't have to. Look how light that is. Because they're photopolymer, you can see exactly where that outline is. It's just fabulous. I'm going to go over that one that I didn't do so good. Oh, even better. All right, a little off, but you know what? That doesn't matter so much. Clean that one off, put it back. Need to keep, and that's another thing. I need to remember to leave those off, because sometimes I get them stuck on one side, sometimes on the other. Now, here is another fabulous thing. Now, wait, there's a couple. Don't I have some leaves? Yes. Let me go ahead with the small leaf here. And this, this is the outline. So I'm going to go really light and just go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to do the inside. Oops. All right. Do the inside. I'll stamp off twice. Let's see. I'm not very artistic when it comes to knowing where to place parts of nature. That's where my daughter excels, because she's an artist, so you know, she knows exactly where things go to look right. So I'm going to stamp this off once, so it's a very light. Oh, I did those in 4s. I guess it's all right. Not everything has to be odd numbers. Sometimes even numbers look just as good. All right. So now, let me get that a little cleaned off. Let me do the butterfly. I'm not going to color in my bird. And if I did, maybe I'll go back later and I would do it with the blends. I just love this butterfly. I know, it's not a dragonfly, but you know what? Butterflies are just as, well, they aren't. But they're just as, well, they aren't. They're pretty also. We all know dragonflies are the best. And you know what? I don't know if you have Netflix or not. And I don't know if you're a fan of Jonathan Van Ness or not. But the very first episode of his Getting Curious with Jonathan Van Ness, very interesting fact about a dragonfly. I'm not going to say it here, but if you're curious, go ahead and watch that. And there's a very interesting fact, like I said, about that butterfly. Yeah, interesting. And I'm looking here, and I don't think I want to do the insides. Do I? I don't know. Let me just do it. I will, just for the heck of it. And I'm going to do it with, I think I'm going to do it with the Fleur de Flamingo stamped off a couple times. There we go. So pretty. And now this is the thing that blew my mind. All right, let me put him back. I'm just going to leave it like this because this video is getting long. But this flower here, let me go over here for a second, going out of, and I have to look at the main catalog, but it matches up to this stamp right here. Let me show you. Here's the strip. Look at that. Beautiful. You know what? Hey, since I already did that, and I have the Highland Heather out, I'm not sure how well it'll show up. Let me see if I can get that lined up kind of good. It's always a chance when you stamp first. I mean, cut first, then stamp. Look at that. All right, and you know what that needs? That needs an iridescent center. Get one of these. And because that's a little busy there, I'm going to pop it up there. I have a dimensional right here. Make sure a large will work without showing. Yep, just barely. Of course, I could have always cut it down, and you can always kind of fold it up on itself if you're worried about it. I know, I probably would want to put a couple more on either side of that, but I'm not going to. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. And then I have my tear and tape right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that Time Worn. And like I said, you can use the glue. The glue is probably faster, but I like the tear and tape just because it does seem to get inside of all those grooves and attach really well when it's a textured surface like that. You burnish it, but you don't want to burnish it too much because you don't want to get rid of any of your, you don't want to push down too much on where you've embossed. Now, I know there's little letters on there, so I hope I have them right side up, and if not, if you're looking that close, oh my goodness. All right, this one also, I'm going to do the tear and tape. You could use your dimensionals to pop it up even more, but since I've already popped it up once, I feel that's enough. I love tear and tape. If the Stampin', and the Stampin' Seal is good, but if it wasn't for all these little scraps that my dog seems to love, I would probably use tear and tape on everything. I truly love it. I know it takes a little more time, so if you like immediate satisfaction, immediate gratification, you should definitely use your Seal or your Seal Plus. But I do like that. You know what? Before I do that, let me go over here really quickly. Let's see. Let me get my light balmy blue. And I'm just going to color it like this. So even that light is really dark. And then what I'm going to do is just grab some of that lifter and take it out where that natural, those lines are. Just take off some of that. And with the alcohol-based blends, of course, it's going to take a while for that to really set in, but you can already see it starting to get a little bit lighter there by the bird. And then I'm going to put it down, and one final thing. Really sorry this video went so long, guys. I didn't think it was going to. Since her birthday's coming up, might as well put in that nice font, that happy birthday on the inside. There you are. All right, guys, thanks a lot for joining me. Hope your weekend is going good or went good. And you take care, be safe, and I'll pop in later for the next installment of this series. Thanks. Bye now.